Doesn't mean that those things, the effort, the communication, game plan execution, that doesn't mean those things aren't going to wane at times throughout a season. But the fact that we've had 5 games and, opening night is opening night. Like those nights are always going to be a little wonky in Golden State. I've talked about it. They make you play a different way. I think the other 4 games, like we've established that. Can we be better? Yeah, we're going to look back in 2 months, 3 months, and say, "Oh, we played hard then, but look at us now." So we're still building on all those habits that we've talked about since day one.
You talked about DeAndre screening and the value that's brought in one of your earlier answers. What makes him such an effective screener? I mean, I know he's a big guy, but not every big man, not every center is effective as a screener.
Well, when you talk about a partnership, it really does come down to both parties doing their job in a pick and roll, and it's the patience of the guard, and it's the big reading the screening angle and reading, his own defender. Is he up to touch? Is he in a shock? Is he in a blitz? Is he in a deep drop? And sort of dancing together. I know that's maybe a little weird, but it really is a little bit of a dance and pick and roll, and DeAndre's been a good dance partner so far.
Kind of following up, this is related, but I know last year around this time the talking point was that you guys weren't running a lot of pick and rolls traditionally. Personnel's changed, bring Luka in, also run a lot of pick and rolls. Just how much went into this offseason with the offense just looking differently than it did going into the last year, if that makes sense?
Yeah. Some of it was trying to try something different, and with some encouragement from other stakeholders. And some of it was trying to get, AD is the hub, LeBron a little bit off the ball. And that initial group, the offense evolved a little bit in those first 2 months. Then it evolved more once we had Dorian, and AR became the primary ball handler. And then it was like, 2.5 months of just trying to figure it out on the fly. So going into this year, I felt like we need to play to the strengths of our best players, and we certainly attempted to do that last year. When you have one of the best pick and roll players in the league,